Thus begins the assembly line for book signing.
Words of wisdom learned from Scott Jarvie himself, which is love something and go and do it. Don't worry about the world. Don't worry about what the world wants. Just love something and go and do it.
You think that I do that?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
I think that is you. So if my students would figure that out, I think that I would be a happy person because they would have a happy life. This is a happy kid.
Go be happy.
Yes, this
I'm
kid,
happy and I know it. Clap my hands.
not as much a happiness.
Whatever.
This guy,
You're gonna go do fun things every summer.
yeah, but I do the fun things in the summer to get over
9 months
the
may suck, but
the crushing melancholy of the rest of life.
Aww.
Yes.
Well, go do something.
Well, I'm gonna go teach kids how to read right now. So.
Reading is good. Okay, see ya. So, lunch with an old roommate back from like freshman year of college, which was more than a couple years ago. And just listening to his life, we determined that he has had a lot of like, I did this, and I did this big thing, and I moved, and I got a job here for a few years, and that, and I was just like, what have I, like, all of mine are very small. There's a ton of them. It's just like where to begin, but there's no like, and then I did this big thing, except, well, the book. I made a big book, but then it's just like, and then I did 150 weddings, and then I traveled to 40 countries. Which one do you talk about? And then, I don't know. And he's like, and I got married, and then, you know, and I was like, I dated a lot of girls. All right. Well, that's fun. Thanks, Rob. If you're rewatching this or watching this, all right. Hey, as part of the day, you drive into the big city and you think to yourself, where do I put the Airstream? Okay, parking achieved. Actually, not very far at all, because if you look over there, we've got the conference center, the temple, and on the other side, my first appointment as a salesperson. I'm going to work today, guys. Yep, I'm working. Hey, look at that. Where in the world is Jarvie? We sing the song, where in the world is Jarvie? I don't know the lyrics to it, even though I created it right now. Hey, join me today for my first day of work. First day of work, you say? I thought you've been doing photography for like a bazillion 8 years. Well, I got myself a new job. Yep, I know what you're thinking. But you did okay at photography. That's what you were thinking, right? You're like, you should just keep on going. Well, no, I gotta, oh, let's get away from that fountain that's loud. I'm doing something for this, I've got another job. I'm Jarvie the salesperson, selling calendars. I got a backpack full of books. This may not be super exciting to you guys. I'm not doing a ton of cool, interesting things today, but what am I doing that would be interesting? It's interesting to me to like look back at this years and like, remember that month that I spent selling books, and how did I do that? And maybe there's a lot of people out there that are writing a book and they're like, oh, what's involved? And like, but let's go give it a shot. And you can see there's one guy attempting it, me being that one guy, and I'm gonna go attempt it. And I'm gonna take you along for this really like, this is like a journal of like what happened. I parked my car over there. No, I won't go tell details. Fountain. You guys seen Temple Square before? I assume a lot of you have. See this picture right here on the calendar? That was taken from right up top there and over that way and into sunset over there. See it again now? Pretty cool. This picture is kind of what led to a lot of this. Like, a lot of things lead to a lot of things, but it was part of the story of what led to me being here. Going to Deseret Book and seeing if they want to sell my book. It was a handoff. No, it was a chat with the guy for a little bit, but he's not the main guy. The other girl wasn't there. So that's what you deal with. You need to just get the book there, I guess, and then chat with them later about, hey, you got the book, do you see it? Let's meet up and chat about this. Okay, now I'm at the church office building. we're meeting with someone. We're gonna plant a book, huh?
Planting several books. It's gonna
Planting
be awesome.
several books.
Yes.
Like
Kinda
where?
has to do with temples. I mean, there's one just right across the street.
Right across the street.
Temple Square.
Yes.
Church office building.
So we're like, hey, I'll give you a book and you can put on near you.
I know people who know people.
She knows people that know people. Do you know people that know people? Look, it's the first resting place of a temple book. Right here. Look at that in her office. Isn't this exciting?
It's exciting.
You're just doing this to bring people to you so that you have more people to chat with?
Yes, I like friends.
Yes.
Friends have similar interests.
But where to find a place for the calendar is the question. Because you open it up and it's a little bit bigger.
I mean, I could get a hook, but that looks a little silly, doesn't it?
Yep. It's going to be tough. So that's what we need. It's fun, awesome supporters and fans like Kate. She's like, oh yeah, I'm going to put it on my desk. And I was like, okay. She's like, oh, you want to see where it's going to go? And then she introduced me to a few people. And, you know, I met a social media person for the church. And then I met a couple of these other people that work in the publishing services. But back to the story of the book. I just feel like it may not be traditional. I may not be getting in all the stores like normal, but I think that things are going to happen. Interesting, unique ways that this book will get out there and affect the lives of other people. And I'm looking forward to hopefully hearing some stories about the impact of the book and how the book is being used, where people are like, oh, I'm going to write the dates that I went there, or check off, you know, or write an interesting thought about my visit to the temple. Well, isn't this beautiful? Okay, people ask where I would want to get married, since I take pictures of buildings and weddings and all that stuff. I'd still do the Salt Lake Temple. I mean, it's not up to me, really. There's someone else involved. But isn't this beautiful? Thought I'd bring you up here for sunset. Just nice, beautiful evening. Well, hey, if you're ever around here, come up to where they have these restaurants in this Joseph Smith Memorial Building. Right here, they got the garden and the roof. And you can either eat there or just come for the view, but the windows make it a little difficult for pictures. But there is the one that works all right. Okay, another room, another little view. Still the sunsets. Actually, the twilight's making it even better. Look at that. A little more color, a little more interesting skies. And I ripped my pen. Okay, hey, we are in a Deseret book, and this is like the art section for sure. Look at all this. Art. Lots of temple stuff, including a temple book. Look at this. More over there. We got stacks of them. Here's some more. So definitely they're already here. So we'll see if they might end up here. Let's go see if my calendar's here. I don't know. I don't know about this one. Hey, there's a sighting. My temple calendar. Look it. Awesome. Oh, come on, people. Let's make these all go disappear. So they get more. Well, that's fun. Right next to Bob's.